Welcome to the Stutzman channel. We're going to do a quick video showing the pressure transducer hooked up to a vehicle here, and we're going to look at a running compression, and we're going to look at the waveform. So let's take a look at the hookup here. If you remember from the previous video, I had two interface boxes. One was for 12 volt sensors, one was 5 volt. This one here is for a 12 volt sensor. As you can see right here, I have the cables hooked up to the battery so we can get our voltage supply for the transducer. We have a BNC cable that is going over here to the picoscope. It's hooked up on channel A, and as you can see we have the software running on the laptop over there. Now I'm using the pressure transducer. This one right here is for 150 psi. It also measures vacuum. This is on the #1 cylinder, and you can see that it is hooked up to the interface box also to get its voltage. And also this right here, I have the #1 spark plug wire. I have it terminated into a spark plug tester. So let's go ahead, we'll crank the engine up, and then we'll get us a running waveform. Save a little bit of time, and so I'm not talking over the engine running. I've already captured the waveform. So let's go take a look at the waveform. This is our running compression waveform. Of course, this is when the engine is at idle. And I have zoomed in on two of the peaks, and I have set the rulers up for 720 degrees of crank rotation. Now for some that say maybe not quite familiar with what we're looking at, I'll briefly go over that. This is representing 4 strokes of the internal combustion engine. This area right in here is going to be for the expansion stroke. Normally it would be the power stroke, but since we don't have combustion, we call it expansion. This is where the piston is moving down in this bore, and the volume of air is increasing, which therefore makes the pressure decrease, as we see right here. This next one, this area in here, is going to be the exhaust stroke. This right here is going to be the intake stroke, and from right here to there, this is going to be our compression stroke. Now if we go and start right here, this is going to be at top dead center, bottom dead center, top dead center, bottom dead center, and then top dead center. Now if we want to look and see what some of our pressure is, our peak pressure that we're measuring is about 54.5. Now if I was to come down to here in this area right in here with the exhaust stroke, and let's say I was to type in 0, because after the exhaust valve opens, which is down in this area of the exhaust pocket, then this here pressure is going to rise, and it's going to equal to what the atmospheric pressure is, which is 0, and that looks pretty good. And if I also was to come down to here, now we're pulling into a vacuum, and we got, let's see, let me kind of line this up. Okay. And now if you notice right here and right here, they pretty much line right up. Now that pressure is minus 10.1, and if we wanted to know what that is in inches of mercury, well, we can pull up our calculator and we can say 10.1 times. Now for every psi of pressure, that's going to be equal to approximately 2.036 inches of mercury. So if I type in 2.036, then that's going to be about 20.5 inches of mercury. Well, so that's about it. I just wanted to show you basically that the waveform looks pretty good, and that's a usable device. Okay, that's going to wrap this video up. Hope you enjoyed it. So we'll see you guys in the next one. You guys take care.